Good morning, students. I am Professor M.A. Pargi. Today we will start with the second bit or last bit of a module number 5, that is future of automated factory. Another part of this module number 5, that is additive manufacturing, already we covered, and this is the last bit of a module number 5, future of automated factory, popularly known as a Industry 4.0. Evolution of smart factories. So this industry has been grown up in the earlier days, that is we are calling it as a industry 1.0. In the 18th century, the water and steam power machines were developed to work for the particular products. There the water and steam power is used to run the machines. There is no electricity, there is no any other options. Directly the water and steam power machines are going to be used. As the time goes on, the capabilities are also increased, and business also it is going to be increased, and the individual needs it has been changed from individual needs to the organization with the owners. So in the industry 1.0, we can say that the water and steam powered machines were used. So you can see in the water and steam power machines only small amount of work has been done with the help of this type of powered machines. By continuing the industry evaluation, the industry 2.0, at the beginning of 20th century, the electricity is the most important or primary source of a power. So it can overcome the problems which are encountered with the water and steam powered machines. Now the machines are going to be run with the help of a electricity. So individual motors or individual electric power is given to the machines, so that the this operating is more efficient. So in the industry 2.0, at the beginning of the 20th century, the electric current is used to run the machines, and this is used to overcome the problems which are encountered with the water and steam powered machines. Then continued part, the industry 3.0 is come into existence, where at the end of few decades to the at the end of 20th century, the electronic devices are come into existence. Initially the machines were run with the help of only electricity. Now along with that, the electronic devices are come into existence, like a transistors, then ICs, we are calling it as integrated circuits, chips, which made possible to overcome fully automated individual machines. So the machines now it is equipped with the transistors, ICs, which are mainly used to improve the quality of product in terms of any other parameters. So that is come into existence of a industry 3.0. Now in the 21st century, we are carrying with the industry 4.0. The industry 4.0 purely connects the Internet of Things, right? IoT, it is popularly known as a IoT. Here the information is shared, analyzed, and use it to guide the intelligent actions. Nowadays industry 4.0 means all the industries are equipped with the CNC machines, VMC machines, HMC machines, where the Internet of Things, smart intelligence is going to be act. So this is the way of the industry is growing from the 1800 to 21st century. Now industry 4.0 key features. So this diagram indicates the key features of a industry 4.0. The first one is interoperability. Here the machines are devices or sensors. These are connected with the people and communicate with each other. In the industry 4.0, machines, devices, sensors, and peoples, these are connected and communicated with each other, so that the machine and the people are connected and they can communicate with each other to perform the particular tasks. Information transparency. The information system create a virtual copy of the physical world through the sensor data. Here the sensors are going to be used in order to contextualize information. Whatever the information is there, that information is the transparency. Everyone can see or it can communicate it with each other. Technical assistance. Both the ability of the system to transport human in making decisions and solving urgent problems. Decision making and solving problem, it is another one important key feature of industry 4.0. Decentralized decisions. The ability of cyber physical systems to make simple decisions on their own to perform the task anonymously as possible. In the industry 4.0, as we are using the intelligence, artificial intelligence in the sense, it is the ability of taking the own decision. The robot can decide on its own. In sometimes it is very necessary to take the own decision. Now here decentralized decision is nothing but making the use of own decision to tasks to autonomously as possible. So the features of industry 4.0 are interoperability, information transparency, technical assistance and decentralized decision. Now components of industry 4.0. See, industry 4.0 is an abstract and complex term consisting of many components when looking closely into our society and current digital trends. Industry 4.0 you can see everywhere when you look around you. What I am telling, industry 4.0 you can see whenever you look around you. You are using the mobile, that is also industry 4.0 concern. You are using the internet, high speed internet. You are using the location detection technology. You are moving in a car and you are using that map, that is also a industry 4.0. You are using the sensors, you are using the fraud detections, you are using the 3D printing, big data analysis, right? So whenever you look nowadays in the 21st century, whenever you look around you, everything is a concern of a the industry 4.0. Now mainly these technologies can be summarized into four major components. Industry 4.0 can be divided or summarized between four major components: cyber physical system, internet of things, cloud computing and cognitive computing. Now we will just see one by one. Internet of things, it is popularly known as a IoT, internet of things. See, IoT is a system of interrelated computer devices, mechanical and digital machines, objects, animals or people that are provided with a unique identifier and the ability to transfer data over network without requiring human to human or human to computer interaction. Internet of things is nothing but it is the system of interrelated computer devices. Interrelated computer devices, mechanical and digital machines, objects, animals, so that the transfer of data over the network without requiring any human to human or human to computer interaction. Now what is the use of this IoT? Why we are going to be use this IoT? The main purpose of IoT is internet connected devices has been to enable people to communicate with each other and to access online data processes. The IoT is mainly used to enable the people to communicate with each other on the online data and processing. The main purpose of IoT devices is to generate real-time data that we can analyze and use to create a desired business outcomes. So real-time data can be done with the help of this IoT, internet of things. So some of the IoT applications: connected security systems, thermostats, you are using in cars, electronic applications, alarm clocks, speaker system, vending machine, data analytics, robotics, machine learning, sensor technology, artificial intelligence. So IoT nowadays in the 21st century we can say that we are using each and everything with the help of this IoT. You are using your mobiles, you are using your computers, you are using your driving a car. Uh, in any section, if you see, you are using the Internet of Things, that is the IoT. Big data. The role of big data in IoT is to process a large amount of data in a real time basis. In the Internet of Things, the big data plays very important role to process the large amount of data. The large amount of unstructured data is generated by IoT devices, which are called big data system. Here, the big data has the potential to help the companies improve operations and make faster, more intelligent decisions. So big data, it is mainly used to help the companies to improve the operations and make faster, more intelligent decisions. What big data used for? Actually, the big data has been used in the industries to provide customer insights for transparent and simpler products. By analyzing and predicting customer behavior through data derived from social media, GPS enabled devices, and CCTV footage, the big data also allows better customer relation from insurance companies. Actually, what happened in the big data, it is used to provide the customer insights for transparent and simpler products. They are going to be analyzed and predict the customer behavior, what exactly the customer needs. So that behavior is going to be analyzed through the social media or GPS enabled devices or CCTV footages. By ensuring the behavior or need of the customer, the big data is going to be act. Cloud computing, IoT, which connects the things to internet by using sensors, that the data used for analysis and monitoring and also storing. So cloud computing helps to store and assess the data without having large investment in the systems and software. So the combination of both the technologies can reduce the both time and money. So big data and cloud computing are the two important technologies which are used in the IoT. So cloud computing helps to store and assess the data without having any large investments. In the simplest form, we can say that cloud computing means storing and assessing the data and programs over the internet instead of your computer hard drive. Got the point? We can say that cloud computing means storing and assessing data and programs over the internet instead of your computer hard drive. You are not supposed to store in your computer hard drive. So you can take these cloud computing directly from the internet. So the cloud is also not about having the dedicated network attached storage, hardware or server in residence. So cloud computing is use of hardware and software to deliver a software over a network. With the cloud computing, users can access files and use of applications from any device that can access in the internet. For example, of cloud computing is nothing but the your Google's Mail. So Google's Mail, it is nothing but the one of the best example of a cloud computing. So IoT for smart manufacturing. Smart manufacturing is enabled by IoT connected devices, big data, big analytics, robotics, machine learning, sensor technologies and artificial intelligence. Each of these technologies are used together to optimize manufacturing processes, assist manufacture and keep worker safe. Smart manufacturing is nothing but using the things like a robot, machine learning, sensor technology, artificial intelligence. By using all these things, so manufacturing process must be very easier and it can keep the worker safety. That is nothing but the IoT smart manufacturing. Predictive maintenance for industry 4.0. How we are going to be achieve this predictive maintenance in the for the industry 4.0. So it is the method of preventing asset failure by analyzing production data to identify patterns and predict issues before happen. Predictive maintenance means prevent the things which are going to be happen in the future. So we are going to be predict the issues before they are going to be happen, and giving the solution to the that problem, so that the accident or anything is going to be happen before we are going to be predicted. Implementing the industrial IoT technologies to monitor asset health, to optimize maintenance schedule, gaining real-time alerts to operational risks, allows manufacturer to lower service costs, maximize uptime, improve production throughput. So these are the important steps provided in preventive or predictive maintenance for industry 4.0. How does IoT predictive maintenance work? See, for the predictive maintenance to be carried out on a industrial asset, the following base components are required. So to use the predictive maintenance for the IoT, the following components are going to be required. Sensors are required, data communication is required, central data store is required, predictive analytic required, root cause analysis is required. So these are the important components which are required to provide the IoT predictive maintenance. Supply chain optimization. So supply chain in business and finance, supply chain is a system of organizations, people, activities, information and the sources involved in the supplying a product or service to a customer or consumer. Supply chain is nothing but starting from the production of the work, supplying to the customer, whatever the things are going to be happen, that is nothing but the supply chain. It may be, it is a connection of organization, people, activities, information and resources involving in supplying the product from service or service to a customer. Supply chain optimization is the application of processes and tools to ensure the optimal operation of a manufacturing and distribution. This includes the optimal placement in inventory within the supply chain, minimizing operating cost, including the manufacturing cost, transportation cost and distribution cost. Supply chain optimization is often considered to be a part of supply chain engineering, although the latter is mainly focused on mathematical modeling based approaches, whereas supply chain optimization can also be done using the qualitative management based approaches. And last one is cyber physical manufacturing system. So cyber manufacturing is a concept derived from the cyber physical system, CPS, that refers to modern manufacturing system. So we can say that the cyber manufacturing nothing but it is a modern manufacturing system which offers the information transparent environment to facilitate asset management, provide configurability and maintain productivity. Cyber physical system are integrations of computation, networking, physical processing, embedded computers and network monitor and control physical processes with feedback loops where physical processes affect computation and vice versa. So these are the four important aspects of industry 4.0, that is cyber physical manufacturing system. Okay. I hope this must be done. Thank you.